Good evening, everyone. As you just heard, I'm Steve Schneck, the new chair of the United States Commission on International Religious Freedom, or USCIRF as it's often called. I was appointed to the Commission in 2020 by President Biden. It's been my great honor to serve on the Commission. But it's also a great honor this evening to be here, and I thank you so much for inviting me to join you at this wonderful gathering, this gathering of so many Ahmadi community leaders from around the world. It's an honor to be part of this conference. As you just heard, USCIRF is an independent, bipartisan U.S. federal government body that is dedicated to promoting the universal right to freedom of religion or belief abroad. Throughout the year, we monitor international religious freedom conditions and make policy recommendations to President Biden, the Department of State, and Congress. Seeing you all this evening, I'm encouraged by the resilience of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, and especially encouraged by the many ways this community works to overcome repression and coercive tactics that the community faces around the world. Yet, it is disheartening that the Ahmadiyya Muslim community continues to face such serious physical, social, legal, and systematic threats in so many countries around the globe. USCIRF's monitoring and reporting has extensively documented these threats in several countries, including Algeria, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, and of course, Pakistan. Across each of these countries, Ahmadis are denied the right to practice their faith, are subject to communal violence, denied access to their places of worship, targeted by hate speech, and in some cases convicted under blasphemy charges. Many countries prohibit Ahmadis from declaring their faith publicly, criminalizing them for identifying themselves as Muslim, and prohibiting them from calling their houses of worship mosques. Through the Frank R. Wolf Victims List, USCIRF maintains a large database of individuals who have been imprisoned on the basis of religion and includes cases of Ahmadis who are currently serving prison sentences on charges related to unauthorized worship, distribution of religious materials, proselytization, and blasphemy. Ahmadis are also often targeted by unjust and discriminatory blasphemy laws. Last year, USCIRF released an extensive compendium of blasphemy laws, highlighting laws around the world. The laws are without doubt most extreme in Pakistan, where many of the rights of the Ahmadiyya community are consistently violated, and many individuals are currently serving life sentences or long prison terms for this alleged blasphemy. This is partly why USCIRF has recommended that Pakistan be designated a country of particular concern since 2002 for committing and tolerating systematic, ongoing, and egregious violations of religious freedom. We made this recommendation most recently in our 2024 annual report, where we highlighted the current challenges in Pakistan, including Pakistani efforts to strengthen these already harsh blasphemy laws. We remain concerned that if implemented, these changes risk further exacerbating the existing horrible threats facing Pakistan's Ahmadiyya community. USCIRF remains deeply troubled by the increasing pattern of intolerance and violence against Pakistan's Ahmadiyya Muslim community, particularly in the last several months. We are alarmed by the increasing vigilante mob attacks on members of the Ahmadiyya community and continue to call for measurable reforms to improve the security and the safety of that community, including the ability to engage in religious practices without fear. without fear of reprisal, without fear of violence. Earlier this month, my colleagues and I expressed alarm and condemned Pakistani authorities' efforts to detain members of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in Punjab to prevent them from celebrating Eid al-Adha. Equally concerning is the rise of anti-Ahmadi hate speech and crimes in Pakistan over the last year. In the lead-up to the 2024 elections in Pakistan, several political parties engaged in campaigns against Ahmadis, including targeting places of worship and demolishing minarets. The 2024 election further highlighted that Ahmadis continue to be disenfranchised in Pakistan's electoral process as they are denied there the right to vote. USCIRF has made specific policy recommendations urging the United States government to work with Pakistan to stop its mistreatment of the Ahmadiyya community and to reform these discriminatory laws. This includes entering into a binding agreement with the Pakistani government to encourage the repeal of blasphemy and anti-Ahmadiyya laws. Until such repeal, we continue to urge the Pakistani government to enact reforms to make blasphemy a bailable offense, require higher thresholds of evidence by accusers, ensure proper investigation by senior police officials, and allow authorities to dismiss unfounded accusations. USCIRF wants you to know that we are with you, here to support your community's right to freedom of religion. I can assure you that USCIRF is very concerned about the challenges this community faces abroad, and we will continue to shine a light wherever possible. Thank you again for the opportunity to be here today.